Hi, my name is Lindsay Richards, and today I'm going to talk to you about sign language, and I'm also going to demonstrate how to implement sign language. Sign language was originally created for those who are hard of hearing, but has been successful in individuals with all types of disabilities, including autism. Sign language would be recommended for individuals who are non-vocal or individuals who are vocal but cannot be easily understood. In order to teach sign language, the individual must be able to imitate, so motor imitation would be a prereq for this skill. When you first teach sign language, you would want to teach signs that the child would be motivated to use. For example, if Johnny really loves chips, that might be a good sign to start off with. You could also start off with more generic commands, so like more, or yes and no. Those type of things, where the individual would be more motivated to use those and would be able to use them in lots of environments. When first teaching the sign, you may have to use a full physical prompt, and that's okay. You also want to pair the sign with the reinforcer. So you can model it first and then do your full physical prompt. You also want to make sure you're using most to least prompting, and you're fading out the prompts slowly until the individual is using that sign independently. So this is what it would look like. So say I want to teach my client chip. Well, first I would model it. So I would say chip, and then I would give him a chip. After modeling it, then I would model it, and then I would get him, so I would use full physical prompting, and I would hand over hand his hand onto the other hand, and so that he makes that sign, and then I would reinforce. If I wanted to use more generic kind of commands, I could teach him more, and then I could add on to those commands, so I can reinforce only when he says more chips. And then I would give him a chip. It's also, you've got to be careful for using those generic commands because in my past, learners have overgeneralized that command, and instead of using two commands, they'll use just more for everything, and that will get reinforced, and then they will not use the rest of the commands. So they're just thinking that if they say more for everything, it works. So you want to make sure that if they are asking for more, that they ask for the other reinforcer too. So more chips instead of more. It's really good for individuals who have maybe lower magnitude problem behavior also, because sometimes the full physical prompt can cause problem behavior. So if your child does have a lot of problem behavior, you might want to consider a different form of communications, maybe PECS or an AAC device. So thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a little bit about sign language.